Good morning, bonjour, hola, ohayo gozaimasu, and hello. Wherever you are right now in the world, I hope you're doing well and that you are watching this presentation on Habitat for Humanity. I'll be your host, Joaquin Pasco. Please enjoy. Quick summary and overview. Habitat for Humanity, initially founded by Clarence Jordan in 1976 in Americus, Georgia, which is pretty close to where we are right now. Clarence Jordan was initially a biblical scholar and a farmer who sought to bring a community together to help the lower class. And I say initially founded because a couple soon joined Millard and Linda Fuller to help create this idea known as partnership housing. This is what became the foundation of decent and affordable living, which coincides nicely with the vision statement of Habitat for Humanity. Habitat for Humanity immediately started their public relations effort with just this couple and Mr. Jordan coming together to create the communications and networking to help lead the organization to where it is today. So what it means to be Habitat. Mission statement, seeking to put God's love into action. Habitat for Humanity brings people together to build homes, communities, and hope. Their vision statement is a world where everyone has a decent place to live. Taking a step back, it says in the mission statement, God's love. And yes, the organization is religiously affiliated. However, they put that aside when it comes to helping other people first. They do not encourage, enforce, or favoritize those of the same religion. Nonprofit organizations. Habitat for Humanity is part of this ever-growing community known as nonprofit organizations. This includes Red Cross, Salvation Army, Goodwill, and various others that do things for a purpose and a cause, not because they want money. These nonprofits are what I would say keep our world human and our economy somewhat sane. These nonprofits make the extra effort in helping whoever, whenever, no matter what, because they want to, with no actual intention of making money. In fact, in 2012, nonprofits saved the United States $878 billion, which was 5.4% of the US GDP at the time. Following the economic struggle of just the United States alone, the brief chart is an economic impact of 2015 of all these nonprofits from the money they've made, they've spent, the expenditures, and just all the stuff that went into nonprofit organizations and how this money was distributed. So what Habitat does, well, they have a lot of parts that make this organization function. First is they do more than just housing. After the selection process for the house building process, they provide counseling, financial management, education in family management, and management for themselves, which is more than just a house at that point, of course, because they're starting to bring people back into the community and back into society to become functioning members of society. Partnership is where the big corporate businesses come in, such as Wells Fargo, Nissan, Lowe's, Home Depot, and just an extensive, I want to say 61 other big corporate organizations that are involved with Habitat. The service, on the other hand, is where all these volunteers, these outside people, retired professional engineers, construction builders, financial agents, all these people who just want to help for the better cause of Habitat. Ministry, as mentioned before, that they are religiously affiliated through Christianity, but they do not enforce nor favoritize it. First and foremost on their mind is to help those in need. And lastly, their thrift store, or what they call the restore, is a bunch of old but quality type furniture that can be sold to the public, not just the other new homeowners, where all the money will then be recycled to continue building new houses for new clients. Now, the Senior Vice President of Communications, Chris Clark, does a lot. He did mention, though, and does claim that one of the most difficult parts is making sure that all the habitat communities around the world are delivering the same message. And they're very flexible in how they deliver it. They honestly don't care how it is delivered, just as long as that same message is being shared and does coincide with both their mission and vision statements. To give an idea, in the United States alone, there's 1,400 habitat communities, and outside globally, an additional 72 country community organization. He needs to make sure that the same message is being carried across. Otherwise, he doesn't want one to maybe bring a bad name or to do something that's uncharacteristic of what Habitat really is. Public relations in Habitat for Humanity. Well, again, they're a nonprofit organization, and nonprofits are all about just having good public relations, both in-house and outside. And it becomes this whole mix of just making connections and relationships with people. The good public relations team is what makes an NPO thrive. And as strong as that may sound, public relations aren't as strong in other corporate or business settings because nonprofits, this is how they financially thrive. This is how they bring in volunteers. This is everything to them. And if they don't have that good foundation, they won't be able to continue executing the cause that they want to. The encouragement to volunteers would be reward systems and other events aside from just the house building process, in which it just kind of brings people to see more about what Habitat is, who they are, and what they do. Other partnership opportunities, such as the big corporates, will benefit in other ways by volunteering their employees as a means of making their company look good. In house Habitat, they have clear signs of who the communication technicians are and who the communication managers are, such as Chris Clark. Their technicians involve the people who help run their newsroom on the site, which is a nice little tab which keeps everyone up to date of future events and events past and currently what they are doing. I personally have gotten to work with this organization and to see the ins and outs of a lot of it. For the most part, I did the house building process, which is usually a 10-day process where you start from the ground up and you get this beautiful just house where you know a family will be able to raise their kids, where they will be able to grow together and just become a part again of society. On top of that, the relationships I've made with other people through the other companies that were working around us, through the Habitat staff themselves, and it's just a very heartwarming thing. And you even get to meet the families who will own the future homeowners, and with their stories of how they got to be here and what they're up to now. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy, and I hope this encourages you more to volunteer for other nonprofit organizations, not just for Habitat, but for others such as Red Cross, to donate blood, or Goodwill to donate some old things that you might not even use anymore. Thank you.